Hey guys, welcome back. It's yet time for yet another easy, healthy recipe, I should say. We did the easy recipes, but now we're doing the healthy recipes. As you can see, as always, the ingredients are very basic. This one is not for today. Ingredients are very basic. What you need is about, per person, 125 grams of chicken minced meat. I take a little bit more than that just because we love chicken meat. So I have here about 400 grams of chicken filet that I cut in small pieces to create a chicken minced meat. So I'm sorry guys, I was interrupted. So I told you about the chicken filet that we turn into minced meat. What else do you need? You need about 400 grams if you're making it for 2 persons. You know what, guys? I'm gonna leave you all the measurements in the description box below and the ingredients, of course. So, but just so you know, now that you're watching this, you're gonna need about 400 grams for 2 persons of cauliflower rice. And I told you about the cauliflower rice in the previous video. If you have cauliflower, just grind it until it becomes like rice-ish. And then you boil it for 4 minutes. So it really isn't like a big trick or too much work. But we're out of cauliflower rice. So today I'm gonna use, very bad if we're doing the healthy thing at least. Otherwise, rice is of course yummy. But for today, I'm gonna use the regular rice. So sorry about that. But you guys that are doing these healthy recipes together with us, because I should have been using the cauliflower rice too. I'm sorry I ran out. Yeah, just make sure that you have that instead of regular rice. So today you're gonna be seeing us using the regular rice. So sorry about that. What else? So we're gonna need about 200 grams of cherry tomatoes. I'm giving you the measurements for 2 persons. What else? You're gonna need about, you know what? About 50 grams of beans. Use whatever beans you like. You can use them from the can, because I've read a whole study about canned food that, especially if it's frozen, it usually has more minerals and vitamins than the ones that you get from the supermarket. So anyway, so use whatever beans you like. If you're gonna use dry beans, then soak them the night before and then leave them until you're gonna start making your dinner the next day. Then boil them like this. So mine are almost ready. So guys, once you've boiled the beans and they're soft to your liking, you can either drain them, beans. You can drain them, put them aside, or what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave them in there, and then I'm gonna prepare the rice in there. So for the rice, for the 2 of us, for me and Mike, I use this 1/4 of a cup, and then I use 4 times of this when I'm using the regular rice. If you're gonna be using the cauliflower rice or the broccoli rice, then use about 400 grams. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add it in there and then prepare it as you would normally do with rice. But then the rice that way will have an extra flavor of the beans. That's how you keep things healthy and flavorish. So that's what I'm gonna do. So for those of you that are new to cooking with regular rice, I mean, if it's cauliflower rice, you're just gonna do it in there and then boil it for 4 minutes tops. With regular rice, you add it in there, you wait for the water to boil again like it's doing right now. Then you turn the heat all the way down, you put the lid on it. Let me grab a lid. Can you believe this? Very graceful. Very graceful grabbing the lid. I thought I'm gonna do it in a sec, but it's stuck. Anyway, so turn the heat all the way down, put lid on it, and then count, and then put it for about 10 minutes. That is if you're using the basmati rice. Hey Siri, set timer for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Okay. So once the 10 minutes have passed by, you turn off the heat, you drain the whole thing, and then you let it sit for another 10 minutes. That's for the rice and the beans. Again, only if you're using the regular rice. If you're gonna be using the cauliflower rice, then boil it with the beans for 4 minutes, and then drain the whole thing and set everything mixed aside. Okay, so now that we have that out of the way, let's do the chicken. For the chicken, first chop one whole onion, just one whole onion, then add about 4 little onions that we call shallots. No, we call them shallota. This is how it's spelled in Dutch. But you know what, don't worry about that. I'm going to be looking it up and putting it in the description box in English for you guys. So 1 onion, about 2 little shallotten, cut them, then 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Fry the whole thing. Once they become a little bit brownish, not too much though, then add the chicken and fry the whole thing. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm sorry guys, today it was a rough day, so I'm a little bit incoherent, uncoordinated. Please forgive me. Anyway, our Luna had to go to the vet, so that was a little bit stressful for her and for me because we worry so much about her. So far we have the beans that are ready. We have the rice boiling with in this pot. Then we have in this wok pan or wok skillet, we have 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, or just the regular olive oil, 1 onion chopped in here, and then 2 shallota little onions in there. Once they become a little bit softish, we're gonna add, if you're in Europe, then you know these measurements. We're gonna add 1 whole little can of tomato puree, which is about 70 grams, which is okay. It's a little bit too much, but it's okay. Okay, so we're gonna add that. Then add oregano, spices if you have. I don't have, we went out, so Italian mix is what I'm gonna do, what you use when you make pizza. Pinch of salt. If you have fresh garlic, then 1 or 2 cloves in there. Let them fry with this. If you don't have fresh garlic, then a pinch of garlic powder. Then a pinch of cumin powder. Then a little bit of black pepper. And then a little bit of chili pepper. That's what I'm gonna do. So as soon as you see that it's getting this brownish color as I see right now, add what I just showed you, all these spices and the tomato puree. Okay, so something like this. Let it fry for about 30 seconds, and then add the chicken mincemeat that we made. So there you go, on medium heat. Like this, and just mix it really well, and then just, you know, fry the chicken like this with the whole thing. Keep stirring it now and then. Just make sure that it's cooked well, especially with chicken. You do not want to take chances. So guys, the chicken is delicious, let me tell you that. So the chicken is ready. Our rice and beans is ready. So first we're gonna scoop a little bit of this into 2 plates, or I don't know how much you're making. What I just gave you are the measurements for 2 persons, so you double that or lessen it if you're alone. Again, about the plates, we're in the holiday season, so that's why we're having these plates. Just not to confuse you if you're rewatching this outside of the holiday seasons. So first, we're gonna do the rice and the beans on the bottom, then the chicken on top. Then we're gonna wash our cherry tomatoes, cut them in half or in 4 pieces, and on top. And then the feta cheese, scramble that. I have here about 150, which is a little bit too much, but we love this cheese. Especially if it's organic. It smells like, you know, it smells like it's coming right off the cow or the goat. So I hope I'm not making you disgusted. Anyway, it's so good. So crumble a little bit of that on there, and then chop a little bit of coriander and also on top. So what I'm giving you here, the chicken, the cherry tomatoes, the feta cheese, the coriander, all will be on top of the rice and the beans, as you will see in a minute, because I'm done here. All right, so there it is, guys. I just made it snow, see? The feta cheese, so delicious. There it is. Let me take a thumbnail. It's so good. I just tasted some of it. It's so good, you guys. I hope you make it. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and comment. Love you guys. See you next time. Bye-bye. From me and Mike. Happy holidays. All right. Time to go send these babies to where they need to be.